And we don't follow here in America. We're supposed to lead. And when I'm president, I want to make sure that we lead again. If we challenge the ways of Washington, I believe we can make America a model of energy innovation that the world can look up to. Now, we know why this is so important. From the rising sea levels that could one day submerge our cities, to the rising gas prices that are pinching your pocketbook, we know